This guy's a fucking monster. He's a monster now. You got to prepare for a monster.
His intensity is the best thing ever.
Oh, he's an animal.
It's the best thing ever to watch, because when I was wrestling, I like to go out there and just, put the hammer down and dominate. And he's got it. He's got that touch.
Oh yeah, he's an animal. And that animal part of him almost killed him, because he refused to stop training when he had COVID. When he had COVID, he was just showing up at the gym and putting in 2.5-hour sessions and vomiting blood.
Joe Rogan has weighed in on the highly anticipated heavyweight bout between Alex Pereira and Ciryl Gane, analyzing the impending showdown that's generating significant buzz due to its intriguing stylistic matchup.
A lot of weird shit with his front leg too.
He is pretty quick for his size.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. And he's a
good
great
mobility,
athlete.
good hips.
Yeah.
Expanding on that point, Joe Rogan highlighted the significance of the matchup, describing it as a high-stakes clash between two elite striking systems on the biggest stage. According to Rogan, Alex Pereira's knockout power would still be a major factor at the higher weight class, posing a significant threat even to larger, more natural heavyweights like Ciryl Gane.
And I know the power is going to translate over to heavyweight.
100%,
That's not going anywhere. He'll be able to
man.
flatline heavyweights.
100%, especially with zero weight cut.
Yeah. He's probably 230, 240 walking around.
He is.
230 something maybe.
He's 240.
Yeah, dude, come on.
He's 240 walking around.
That's a legit heavyweight. He's
a
big,
legit
tall,
heavyweight.
long.
What, at 85?
But so is Ciryl, man.
Cyryl's good.
An athlete heavyweight, not just a big guy fighting at heavyweight. He's a legit.
For Alex Pereira, the key to overcoming Ciryl Gane lies in navigating his speed, movement, and athleticism as a heavyweight. Despite this, Pereira is confident that his unique striking style, timing, and fight IQ will give Gane a challenge he's never faced before. As Pereira himself noted, "I think it's a good fight. I've watched some of his fights and seen the way he moves." For the weight class, he's a very agile fighter. Pereira has also studied Gane's training, but he believes his own skills will be a game changer, saying, "None of his opponents or sparring partners can replicate what I'm going to bring into the fight. I believe I have a very strong game. I see myself as an intelligent athlete, and I'm going to prove that on fight night." Meanwhile, Ciryl Gane recognizes the threat Pereira poses, particularly his ability to finish fights quickly with even the smallest openings. However, Gane is confident that his experience against top heavyweight strikers has prepared him to handle Pereira's offense, relying on his movement and technical control to neutralize the attack. Gane wonders, though, if Pereira's famous power will translate to their upcoming fight, asking, "His power, is it going to carry up with him to this weight class?"
Power, like his famous power, is going to carry up with him to this weight class?
For sure, Alex Pereira have a big hand. Like he's this kind of fighter you can have in MMA or maybe boxing. Like Rosenstruck started his career and he knocked out the people just with a jab. Like this kind of fighter maybe have something special up there. But like I say, I fought already against Rosenstruck, Francis Ngannou, Derek Lewis. The people talking also about Thomas Pinal, like a huge striker and big knockout power. So yeah, you have this, but I got some stuff to.
As Alex Pereira sets his sights on a historic milestone, his training has reached a fever pitch, with the goal of becoming the first fighter to claim titles in 3 separate UFC divisions. Every aspect of his preparation has been meticulously refined, all in anticipation of a formidable heavyweight challenge. Poatan has expressed full confidence in his ability to overcome a natural heavyweight like Ciryl Gane, approaching training camp with a mindset centered on dominance rather than adaptation. Each session has been tailored to reinforce his belief that he belongs among the elite in the division. Alex Pereira himself explained the profound significance of this moment, noting that pursuing a potential third belt brings unparalleled attention and meaning. He expressed appreciation for the spotlight surrounding such a historic endeavor, particularly as his journey gains a larger following. Poatan stated, "For me, this is incredibly important. We're in the middle of competition, and this is something nobody has done, and I'm about to do it. So I'm really happy to be able to show more of my story. People already know that every time you achieve big things, like going for a third belt, more attention comes. A lot more people will be watching this, so it truly means a lot to me." Meanwhile, Michael Bisping views the matchup as a clash between Pereira's historic ambition and Ciryl Gane's elite heavyweight skill set. He highlighted Gane's unique combination of size, fluid movement, and technical striking, suggesting these attributes make him an exceptionally challenging opponent for anyone moving up in weight.
Zlatan is going up. He's trying to become the first ever 3-weight division champion by taking out Ciryl Gane, right? The former interim heavyweight champion of the UFC. A man that is a gigantic heavyweight. A man that is very light on his feet. A man with knockout power, a lot of grace. He moves like a ballet dancer. He's used to taking shots off bona fide heavyweights, and he's also used to knocking out gigantic men, right? People like Derek Lewis, like Taito Avasa, massive meatheads that don't have the skill of Ciryl Gane.
Gigi Prochazka, on the other hand, thinks Alex Pereira's sharp striking and increased physical presence could potentially overwhelm Ciryl Gane, despite the Frenchman's agile movement. Prochazka views Pereira as a legitimate threat in the heavyweight division, although he also recognizes that Gane's footwork may make exchanges more challenging.
Who do you think is going to win between Alex and Gane?
Let the better win, but I believe Alex can do that. Alex can do that, especially how I saw them. I saw when I saw him, like his weight is going up, and he's strong enough to and in the stand-up, I believe he will be better. But Gane is a lot of movement, for that.
Yeah.
So,
You have a very soothing voice.
However, Eric Nixick presented a more cautious assessment of Alex Pereira's chances, subtly favoring Ciryl Gane. Nixick pointed to Gane's movement, size, and his ability to dictate distance over 5 rounds. He suggested that maintaining this tactical control would give Gane a consistent edge throughout the entire contest.
You know, I was talking to Francis about that over the weekend, and Francis brought up a lot of really good points. A guy who's been in there with Ciryl and trained with Ciryl Gane. Francis leans towards Ciryl in that fight just because he thinks he's going to have the movement and the size advantage. Obviously, doesn't feel like the takedown will be any threat. Breakdown of why he thinks Ciryl Gane is going to be able to win that fight, I thought was pretty interesting. So he got my wheels turning. So yeah, definitely take a look at Ciryl in that.
Jan Blachowicz offered a differing opinion, citing Alex Pereira's speed and timing as key factors that would serve him well in the heavyweight division. He forecast a second-round knockout, convinced that Pereira's precise striking abilities would remain effective even against a larger and more agile opponent.
How we gonna, he is big right now, so we will see how he gonna move in this division. But I think he know how to, even if he's so big, he know how to move very good, very fast, good timing, and maybe he will knock out the Ciryl Gane. So this is my opinion. Second round KO, and he will be, champion. Yeah, because this is title fight.
It is interim title. Yeah, Aspinall would still be the undisputed, but yeah.
Curtis Blaydes also weighed in, siding with Alex Pereira and highlighting his relentless forward pressure and heavyweight level power as crucial deciding factors. Blaydes suggested that Ciryl Gane's characteristic reliance on movement could be neutralized if Pereira successfully forces him into cage exchanges and close-range striking. Blaydes stated, "I'm going to go with Alex. I know Gane is a heavyweight, and while we haven't seen Alex at heavyweight yet, I feel like he hits like one. He brings the pressure like a heavyweight. He definitely doesn't go backwards. That's what Gane likes to do. So I think eventually Alex will be able to square him up along the cage and land a heavy hook or a straight right." Ultimately, Curtis Blaydes believes Alex Pereira's pressure, confidence, and precise striking create serious problems for Ciryl Gane. He anticipates Pereira will effectively cut off the cage, compel close-range exchanges, and potentially secure a heavy finish if the bout escalates into a firefight.
Do you think Pereira, with the pressure and just the composure he brings, like how he just able to walk people down with his hands? He believes in his head movement. He believes in his defense. He presents a different puzzle. I think he'll be able to corral on. So we know on likes to do that in and out, almost like the karate, like a wonder boy. He likes that. I think Pereira's able to walk him down and just catch him on a big hook. I think it happens in first round. I think he's able to get his range and he gets him with a big hook and he drops.
On the other hand, Demetrius Johnson highlighted Alex Pereira's physical evolution, noting his continued mobility despite adding significant size. Johnson anticipates a primarily stand-up battle where Ciryl Gane's movement will be tested against Pereira's pressure, leg kicks, and heavy striking.
I saw him jump on the scale 242. Jama.
242.
242.
That's heavy.
Yeah, no,
It's
it
heavy.
is.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
And it's not a fat 242 either. It's like
it's definitely filled out.
It filled out, but it fits him well.
It does.
Right? Like, it's not like usually people who put on weight and size, they don't have that same movement. They're not moving their head. It almost complements his style, his body, right? So I like that. Obviously, Ciryl Gane has great movement. You saw what he did to Tom Aspinall. He was popping in with the jab. You know, Alex Pereira does have that calf kick that he loves to throw every single time to stop everybody's movement. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how Ciryl Gane does with the pressure that Alex Pereira brings. You know, we're not gonna look at, it's gonna be stand-up war. Ain't nobody doing a fucking
Michael Bisping added his analysis, calling the matchup a pure striking battle. While he slightly leaned towards Ciryl Gane for his faster pace and movement, Bisping also highlighted that Gane's defensive lapses could become a major liability under sustained pressure.
From a kind of a man's code or a warrior's perspective, they both know what they're getting into. This is a kickboxing fight in 4-ounce gloves. I do think what makes it interesting, of course, I think Ciryl, the power will translate to heavyweight 100%. Can he take shots from a heavyweight? I think yes, 100%. However, Ciryl is used to moving at that weight with the speed and the finesse that he has. He moves like a ballet dancer. He's got incredibly quick reflexes, and the power is effortless from him. And he's used to taking those bigger shots from guys like a Tom Aspinall. We saw he did a bit of damage as well. So I think that gives Ciryl a little bit of a natural advantage.
Of course.
But it doesn't mean that Ciryl Gane can't go out there and knock.
Corey Sandhagen believes the upcoming bout will be more competitive than many anticipate, but he's giving a slight advantage to Ciryl Gane, praising his ability to control the distance and maintain consistent technical striking. Sandhagen thinks these skills will serve Gane well over the course of a 5-round fight.
That's actually a lot more unique of a fight, I think, than people are giving credit. I know people wanted to see Jones or whatever. Who do I got in that fight? I think Gane. Let's go with Gane.
Francis Ngannou has expressed reservations about Alex Pereira's ability to cope with Ciryl Gane's speed and movement in the heavyweight division, suggesting it may pose a significant stylistic challenge. Ngannou is backing Gane to prevail, citing his technical proficiency and ability to control the range as key factors that will give him the edge.
Pereira versus Ciryl Gane, someone that you fought and you've beaten before. So with that fight, what do you think Alex Pereira needs to do to beat Ciryl?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I think Ciryl has more to here, and then Alex Pereira has his own style. Ciryl Gane has his own style. It's a very, for me, and I might be wrong, but it's not a good matchup for Alex Pereira in terms of style. Basically, if he's moving up to the division and have to face a heavyweight that is even lighter than light heavyweight. Lighter on his feet.
Francis emphasized that Ciryl Gane's movement and technical approach provide him with a significant advantage, particularly in a 5-round fight where controlling distance becomes crucial.
Do you favor Ciryl?
Yeah, I do.
And the heavyweight champion, Tom Aspinall, he's actually expressed interest into boxing you one day. Would that ever interest you?
Well, but for that, he needs to be free.
Yeah.
That's the first step.
Yeah.
Before that, everything is just hypothetical.
Grant Dawson mirrored that opinion, backing Ciryl Gane due to his elite footwork and strong range control. He further noted that Alex Pereira's focus on a knockout at heavyweight could expose him to being outmaneuvered as the fight wears on.
I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, but I'm taking Ciryl Gane. I think Alex can win, but it's hard for me to bet on a guy that has fought at 85 and is now fighting at heavyweight. Ciryl Gane's footwork is very impressive for a heavyweight. I know he's not the most exciting fighter. Me and him got a lot of that in common, but I think his footwork's going to be too good. I think it's going to be really hard for Alex to hit him without getting caught on the way. I'm taking Ciryl Gane. And it's like, okay, is his power going to, you know, move up with him? And the answer could be yes. But if he can't hit the guy, I think he's going to slow down a bit more because he's carrying that extra weight. He's trying to knock the dude out. And I feel like Gane is going to have good footwork. He teeps really well. He counters really well. So I'm picking.
Junior Dos Santos weighed in, confidently stating Alex Pereira's power would translate directly to heavyweight. He expects Poatan to secure a knockout in his divisional debut, seeing the matchups as highly favorable for Pereira's striking. Dos Santos was then asked, "Can I ask you, right before I let you go, fellow Brazilian Alex Pereira moving up to heavyweight, how do you think he's going to do against the big boys?"
I think he's going to do well. I think he's going to do very well, actually. You know, especially this debut against Gane. You know, I think it's a great fight for him, especially because of his style. He's always putting pressure on his opponents, taking their space. Of course, Gane is very fast. He has good skills, you know. But the way Alex fight is like putting a lot of pressure, finding a good moment to throw those hard hands on the opponents, and that's what I think it's gonna happen on this fight, you know. And at some point, he's gonna knock Gane out on this debut on the heavyweight. And also, like for the first time, we have the possibility to have a champion on 3 different divisions. That would be.
Waldo Cortez Acosta, however, offered a contrasting view, describing Ciryl Gane as the more complete MMA striker. He highlighted Ciryl Gane's fluid combinations and adaptability as key advantages better suited for mixed martial arts exchanges. Cortez Acosta's assessment ultimately suggests Ciryl Gane would emerge victorious against Alex Pereira.
You believe that Ciryl Gane beats Alex Pereira, right?
In like a points, yeah. But there'd be like a 2x2 punch. I think Alex Pereira.
So you're not sure who wins. It could go either way. I guess
either way.
Who do you want to fight for the fight?
Either way. I know it no matter who win. Both of them as Pereira win, I want to fight on him. But Ciryl Gane win, I want to fight on him. No matter what person.
Who's the better striker between the two?
Ciryl Gane.
You think Ciryl Gane's a better striker than Pereira?
Yeah, I think so, because it's more versatility, like moving back, moving outside. Yeah, this is dynamic and that kind of martial art. In boxing is different.
Sure.
You know, in martial art, the Ciryl Gane have it more well-rounded.
The discussion around a potential clash between Alex Pereira and Ciryl Gane continues to sharply divide the MMA world. Elite fighters and analysts remain split, debating whether pure power or superior movement will ultimately define the outcome of that highly anticipated bout.